Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name's James. I'm the candidate coach and coming to you live this Thursday morning. Thanks for jumping on and being part of today's live streaming workshop. Today's workshop is a little bit different to other workshops. We're just going to simply be asking the questions that you've been sending through. We've had this session advertised for a little while now, so we've had plenty of questions come through on the socials and via email. I've had to limit it to 20 questions and we'll see how we go to get through them all. We might even have to cut a couple if we're running over time. But what I want to do today is really spend some time answering the burning questions that you have, probably as a job seeker who's maybe struggling a little bit. So we're going to go through these questions. Also happy to take more questions. So wherever you're watching this, on whatever platform it is, you'll have the ability to be able to ask more questions. And I encourage you to pop them in because I'm streaming to you live. It's Thursday morning and we want to answer your questions. So no visual aids today. It's just going to be me going through the questions that we've got in advance and hopefully giving you some great answers. All right, let's go with the very first question. It's come from a job seeker called Darren, and Darren has said, I have been employed for over 20 years. I want to start looking for a new job. Where do I go to begin? So that's a great question, Darren. If you've been working for a long time, maybe 10, 20 years, where do you go to begin looking for work? Well, the first thing I'd recommend you do is that you do a lot of research. And the best place to start doing that research is on the job boards. There you'll obviously see positions that are advertised, but it'll help to give you a real understanding for the types of roles that are available that are of interest to you. And one of the important things that you can do is to start to get a sense of how many vacancies, for example, there are. If you're looking for a role where there's a lot of vacancies in your area, let's say you see 20 or 30 advertisements, you know that there's a number of organizations hiring. However, if you only find one or two advertisements, well, then that's really important for you to know because it means that opportunities aren't coming up very often. And when you are applying for those roles, you have to do so with great care and diligence. So where I would recommend you start, Darren, is on the job boards. Get a sense of what's available, have a look around. I'd then start to use your own network. Talk to people within your organization and talk to people outside of your organization to find what's happening in the marketplace. Excuse me there, a little bit of a sneeze. Find what's happening in the marketplace and find out how other people's careers have gone. Let them know that you're looking for work because you'll hear about the hidden job market. It is real and it's possible for you to access it. Second question, and I've done these in order, so you'll see that they kind of build on each other today as well. How do I figure out what kind of job suits me best? Well, this really is a very important question that is challenging to answer because the answer is going to be different for every single person. How do I know what type of job is going to suit me best? If you're employed at the moment and you're not particularly happy with your work and you're wondering whether you're in the right career, I'd encourage you to, first of all, decide whether it's the type of work you're doing or the type of organization that you're working for. That's the problem, because it's likely to be more one than the other. It might feel like both. You might be like, I don't really like working here and I don't like the job. But if you moved your job to an organization that you loved, would you then enjoy the work? Or if you love the organization that you're in and not the job, well, then you clearly know. So you need to identify what you don't like at the moment and what you do like. I'd also encourage you to have a look on our candidate coaching platform. We have a career change course. It's 3 episodes. You can do it at your own pace, and it takes you on a journey, particularly if you're considering changing careers, and you can come out with some tangible responses. So I hope that helps. All right, let's have a look at the third question. Someone's asked best websites